Hello, this is the screencast for Virgil's Aeneid, Book 2, lines 608 through 620. Hic ubi disiectas moles avulsaque saxis, saxa vides, mixtoque undantem pulvere fumam. So, here, where you see, vides, as there, where you see, the thrown down masses and rocks torn from rocks. That's this Soxes here is out of separation, and that goes with Awolsa. Mixtoque and smoke rolling, that's a PAP, with mixed dust. Neptunus moros magna quemota tridenti fundamenta quaetit totum qua sedibus urbem erut. Hic uno scias saevissima portas prima tenet socium quae forensa navibus agmen feracincta vocat. Neptune shakes the walls and moved foundations with a great trident, and he destroys the whole city from its seat. Here, most savage Juno first holds the Scaean gates, and, raging, calls her allied battle line from the ships, and she has girded with iron. So Neptune has long resented the Trojans because they didn't offer him satisfactory recompense for building the walls of Troy for Priam's father. So now he is poised to overturn the city with his trident in revenge. And then Juno has long resented the Trojans because of the judgment of Paris, who favored Venus over her. So now Juno stands in front of her Greek allies and leads their assault on Troy. Iam sumas arces Tritonia respice pallas incidit nimbo effulgens et Gorgone saeva. Ipse pater Danaus animos virusque secundas suffucit. Ipse Deos in Dardana sescitat arma. Now, and now, look, vocative there, respice. Pallas Tritonia sits on the highest citadels, shining forth from the cloud with savage Gorgon. The father himself, which is referring to Zeus, suffuses courage and favorable strength to the Greeks. He himself rouses the gods against Dardanian arms. So Pallas Minerva too resents the Trojans, also as a result of the judgment of Paris. So this respice is Venus directing Aeneas's attention to the temple of Minerva that stood on the citadel of Troy. And then this Nimbo and then the Et Gorgone Saeva, those are two different ablative constructions that go with effulgens, which is a PAP. Nimbo is an ablative of place where or separation, shining forth from a cloud. And then Gorgone Saeva is ablative of description. So the head of Gorgon and Medusa, which is like terrible to look upon, actually decorates Minerva's breastplate. Iripe nate fugam finumquam pone labori, nusquam aberat tutum patrio te limine sistam. Escape, O son, take flight, and put an end to the labors. I will never be away, and I will stand you on, or I will stand you on the eternal threshold. Or sorry, I'm sorry. I will stand you safe on the threshold, or the eternal threshold of your father. So this last phrase suggests the Trojans' dwelling of Aeneas' father, Anchises, but it also anticipates his new home in Italy, the birthplace of his ancestor, the early Trojan king Dardanus. So that about wraps it up for Book 2, lines 608 to 620. I hope you enjoyed. Bang, style.